Ah, what do you know it? Ah, ah.
We gonna go.
That was weird. I'm so confused.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm so confused. Okay, let's get this stopped somehow. I do not know what
And
is
it was
going.
repeating. Get your butt over there and go to bed. You're making her mad.
No, I'm playing with her.
No. It's not called playing. All right. Go to bed. My lord. I'm over here like, why is she barking like that for? What are you doing? Turn that off. My lord. Okay, I'm ready. She was like, I'm playing with her. First of all, she's in her cage. How do you think it's any fun if you say that you're playing with me but I'm stuck in a cage? Like, how does that make sense?
Okay, that was just like the weirdest crap ever.
Bro.
I don't know what happened.
I'm at this. You know how she's playing with her? She's hissing at her like a cat.
That's gonna be bad. Just let's. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, well. But hey, without sound, we don't get the copyright strike. That's literally
There
what
you
my
go.
brain sounds like on a daily basis, though. Just a bunch of chaos. Here, guys, stop. Seriously. Well, thanks everyone for joining us in our total chaos that is every single Sunday for whatever reason, even when we try to be normal. So today you have me, T1, and you have Straight Cloud over there.
Hello.
So my ghosts are back. They've been playing a lot this week. It's annoying.
Have they
The
really?
thing is, my Ring camera never catches it now. Never.
Really?
Yeah,
They got smarter.
I guess because my Ring camera never notifies me of any kind of motion. The only reason I know it goes off is because I can hear it. So that and Benny goes nuts. What?
I just heard one of the those.
Oh yeah, they're being annoying this weekend. I don't know what their deal is. Driving me nuts. Like regular kids.
Lay down and go to bed. My lord, I swear with that girl.
Mm-hmm. Wait until she gets a one in front of that age. I feel for you.
I'm basically my only two options at this point is to one push through it until she gets old enough to go off and do her own thing, or two break her to the point where she will do my every bidding. I haven't decided yet though.
JJ's back.
Oh yeah, so
You've been missed.
go to
So
bed.
I think the slow news week thingy was probably a really good idea simply because we got a lot of interaction on that post. More so than normal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We had several people comment. It was a really hard question though. So I get that. Because I mean seriously, how can you just pick one B-side? It would be easier to ask what is the one song you absolutely cannot stand? I have two of them, but
I'm checking which one. I don't know. Because if it's like something I can't stand, I'll just put it at the back of my mind, so I don't even remember
I
what it
just
is.
skip through it. I just skip it. Boop.
Yeah, so like all the songs I listen to are the only ones I remember the names of.
Yeah.
But they don't have a lot.
Don't have a lot of what?
Songs that are just like something I can't
Yeah.
listen to.
Like I said, there's just two that I know of that I fast forward right on through that or I skip it. But B-sides, oh my gosh, there are so many B-sides that I just absolutely love. It's hard to break it down to just, I mean, some people were doing three. I don't even know that I could do three.
I'm
Because, I
sure
mean,
I'm sure if it wasn't for the for them having so many songs, you would be getting a lot more music videos as well.
yeah, sure. Because, I mean, look at, you have Cover Me, you have Beautiful, you have Backdoor and Thunder. I mean, I don't know which one. I'm not sure what the title tracks were on those particular albums because that was before my time, but like
Which one?
Backdoor and Thunderous and um there's just so many songs. I love it's more the performance from High Stay for I Am Not that I just absolutely love. It's not acoustic, but it's pretty close to it. And it is just absolutely beautiful. That is, I would say, probably one of my favorite performances they ever did.
Which one?
I am not. When they did the performance at High State, they were all standing on
Oh
stage
yeah.
and just standing at the mics. Oh my God, it is
Ah.
so beautiful. Their vocals. And that's when they were like super young. I mean, that was one of their first things in Japan. So it was what, 2000? I want to say 2000. It might have been 2019. It could have been earlier, but I want to say 2019.
Why Twilight?
I like Twilight. It's not my favorite, but I don't skip through it.
Yeah.
Someone was like, "Oh,
It's
I
like
really I like it." I'm like, that song slips into my head, and I don't even know I'm singing or dancing to it until I get a self realization for it.
it's one of more on the calm side, so it's something to mellow out when you're just chilling.
What? Which one?
Twilight.
Runners. I love Runners. That
Oh,
was
I
one
love
of the
Runners.
first ones off of that one that I really liked. Yeah, it's a little off for the album, but I think they have to. I think they try to put a ballad on every album, and that was the one they chose this time to put on it. So, oh God, I gotta
Did they
stretch.
really? 5
What?
stars was Universe, right?
What?
Collision, that's what it was. 5 stars was Collisions. Um,
Yeah, but it had like
Rockstar.
it had a Latino vibe. Like it really had that Latin vibe to it. I think Collision did.
Not as much as Chick Chick Boom.
Oh no.
I am on my final assignment for my coursework.
Do you have to
I
do like student teaching type thing next,
yeah,
or do
so
you have to do any of that?
I have an appointment on Thursday at 5:30 where we're gonna go over that stuff to be able to because there's this I had contacted this one place and so I got one of the spots to go in and they said they'll be able to help me with my observation and my training,
Oh,
my
cool.
tutoring. So they'd be able to get that done.
That's the good thing about subbing. I don't know if they would count my subbing as actually teaching or not, but I don't know why they wouldn't. I
Mm,
mean, like I literally teach the kids what to do that day.
not for the till, the TL, not for the till, just because like they're more based off of like if you taught ESL students, since that's what the certification's over.
Yeah. It'll get there. I'm gonna save that. Still making candy bags. I have so
And
many to
next
make.
week I'm gonna start my specialty course, which is to learn to teach online, so I can start doing that soon to gain a little bit more experience before I go overseas.
Yeah, I will probably mainly do online tutoring because let's be honest, I'm old. Half time I can't even freaking walk. So moving to another country for 6 months is probably not gonna be my answer. Although if I do have the opportunity to do it and I do it, I might can get some better help with my maladies. Hey, stop it. Because this Western medicine ain't helping. It's literally duct tape on a earthquake cracked. So
Honestly, I was too scared to like try to go see like the doctors over there, mostly because most of them in South Korea were like plastic surgeons.
well, there ain't no plastic surgery in what I have. So although if I went over there, I'd probably get a few things done.
Yeah, I told my mom, I said I'll come back looking like a whole new me.
Yeah, mine would be mainly like for maintenance type to get back to where it was rather than in addition to. So
I'll definitely go with the BBL.
will you? Because I would donate mine, to fill yours.
Man, we talked about this. If I could, I would.
I know, right? I would totally give up that badonkadonk. Trust me. My clothes would
I'd give
probably
up.
fit better.
I'd give up the boobs and I just want the booty. I don't even care about the boobs.
Oh God. Breast reduction, that would be nice. It's
I
sad
just
when
want
you're
the
when you're in
booty.
high school, you want bigger ones, and then when you're out of high school, you want your high school ones.
No, honestly, you never know how much maintenance it takes to have them than anything. Like, first of all, to get them in a bra is so hard sometimes, and it makes it so uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yeah. You taking us all in, JJ? This is how old age gets. It's so much fun. So Channy said in a live he's probably not going to go live on his birthday, which
I saw that.
truthfully, their birthday lives are kind of
A privilege. It's really not a.
stupid. I
You
would
know
rather them
what?
just do a regular live on their birthday rather than have to sit there and play games and crap. That's just, it's like,
They used to do
yeah.
that though, but as a group, they used to have like group birthday parties.
Mm-hmm.
When did it start going single? I don't remember.
All righty, girl. You have a good day tomorrow.
Good night.
Um, but truthfully, how old's he going to be this year? Like 27? I wouldn't want to sit there for an hour, two
Oh
hours
crap!
and play freaking games and get
I forgot.
stupid
I forgot
gifts.
I'm older than him.
What?
I forgot I'm older than him. I'm like, I thought he was already 27, about to be like 28 or something. But I forgot I'm
No.
older than him. So I'm just like, oh crap, you're right.
I mean, if he wants to do a live on his birthday, I would rather him just do just a regular live on his birthday than Betty. I swear to God, I'm gonna start throwing people or dogs, I should say. But
Just do like a
because it
chat room
just
where we just like talk
yeah,
and
yeah,
play music.
just a regular. Well, they can't play music on Instagram. Instagram shuts them down, but they
Well,
can
we
on
don't need
YouTube, I
Instagram.
think.
Yeah, YouTube has been able to
Plus, we
do
don't
it.
get notifications for Instagram lives anyway. At least I don't.
Oh yeah, seriously, that was so funny last year.
Yeah, crunchy cake. I think he just ate the wrong part, because sometimes like that fondant stuff, it's really sweet and it's really hard. And I think that's what he got a bite of rather than the actual like cake part. So yeah. I mean, it was probably like an instantaneous sugar high and he was done with it.
I'm not even a big fan of cake, so I'm not surprised he actually likes it. But somebody got like what, 3 cakes?
Cinnamon. I don't
Yeah.
know. Did you read what Lino got him?
Yeah, I did. And I was like,
I laugh. I would love that because Lino really does put thought into what he's going to give him, even though they're totally like gag gifts type thing, but he puts a lot of thought into it.
I doubt that's all he got him though.
No, that's
I think
probably
that
all
was
he
just
got
a
him. But he also takes him out to eat and pays for it all the time and stuff
yeah.
like that. So I would love it. I would just laugh. Hey, it could have been like chain bins and been like pink lingerie.
Oh my gosh.
I would totally wear the shorts with the dog on my butt.
Did you see that Felix had to get a new Dwecky pillow, a new pillow
Uh-uh.
with Chingman? So you know how he has that Chingman
Chain bin
body
body
pillow?
pillow. Yeah.
Yeah, he has to get a new one.
Why?
He says that he thinks that he just used it too much and he might have made a hole in it, so like the stuffing's coming out, I think. I don't know. But it's cute. I like that.
Well, Felix is probably a snuggler. I am not. So mine would last
You
a very
know,
long time.
I think I'm kind of in the middle. My daughter's definitely put me off it for a little while. 'Cause she's always big spooning me. So it's
I'm
just
just
like, it
always
doesn't,
so hot.
I don't mind it. I think like, I don't know. I've never really done it. So I can't really say for sure. Like, unless you count my daughter, I've never really snuggled anybody. And my daughter, like I said, she big spoons me. So like, it's
I
just
used
tiny little
to, but
hand.
like I said, menopause will hit. Now I'm hot all the time. If my room is not sub-zero temperature, I don't sleep. So, although the other night when that big storm came through, my two girl dogs were snuggling me. I mean, I felt so bad for them. It hit at like 4:30 and it was loud. And my oldest one, which is the smallest one, was literally just shaking. So it was a while to try to get them back to sleep.
Oh, so they're not
Oh,
big, stormy people.
huh?
So,
Well, Carrie was from a bad breeder who left him outside all the time. So
oh,
she was just in a pen with all these other dogs. And she's like 4 pounds. Thing is tiny. But she's got a big personality. And then um Haven is just, she's a baby. She's only 6 months old. So and that, I mean, our rains are usually pretty quiet. Like you look outside and you're like, oh, it rained. No, not this one. This one announced its way all the way through. It was loud. So, I mean, it woke me up out of a dead sleep. And you know what I take to go to sleep. So it was super loud.
I had I was telling my boss that whenever I go overseas, I do plan on taking my dog. And then she would just say, okay, but does that country accept those breeds? And I was like, crap, I didn't even think about that.
I
Like
think
my
they do
automatic,
as long as they might have to be in quarantine for a couple of weeks or something like that. But
yeah, I looked up which countries doesn't accept like Shepsky's breeds, and most of them accepts them except for Egypt. They're very picky on the kind of breeds they bring in.
mm, Egypt is a Muslim country, just FYI.
I wouldn't go to Egypt anyways. It's not my cup of
Mm-mm.
tea. It's not
Maybe to
my cup
visit.
of
I want to see the pyramids, but other than that, no, I'm good.
I feel like it'd be too hot for me. I don't like the heat.
Poor Aaliyah.
I know.
And of course, we're supposed to get rain this week.
I had gotten some like blood work, lab tests done, right? And I just got my report back today, and I was like, fuck, man. I just know they're gonna give me shit about all the stuff that popped up with my blood work. And then my mom's gonna hear about it, and then she's gonna get all worked up about it too, because like she's gonna be like, I told you so. You should have gotten this checked a while ago. Because now it's saying like I might have high cholesterol. I don't know. This is just me guessing on what I'm assuming with my blood results came back as. So one of them is like a high cholesterol. Another one is something with my liver. Another one I'm low on that could cause like heart diseases. Um, I'm low on vitamin D in both meanings. Um, and I am producing too much of something that's throwing my hormones off balance. And there's something in my red blood cells that's not producing hemoglobin or something like that. Or not enough red blood cells in the hemoglobin. I don't know what it was talking about, but something like that. I was just like, what is going on? I literally got checked like a year ago. How did all this stuff popped up?
Because you're getting older.
Listen,
Welcome to my world. Every time I go to the doctor, they found something else wrong with me. I'm so over this.
I'm only
And then they
27.
charge me for it. I have to pay to get bad news.
So
So
the place
Hyunjin at
I went to,
Versace. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I don't get enough vitamin D.
Yeah,
I
you
need
did. You
more
got sun poisoning.
in one area. But ever since then, I've been basically covering myself up like I'm a damn vampire. Like it will never happen again.
Did you see what that one TikTok or Insta or whatever it was where they were like Stray Kids as Twilight characters, and they had Lino, Hyunjin, Felix, and Sunmin as vampires, and the other four as werewolves, and it matched really well. Like I could totally see it.
I can definitely see that. Because Lino, Yenjin, Sungmin,
And,
and
now Felix would be more like an
Felix.
Edward, where he didn't like to do things like that.
No, I still see Felix. He's I still see Felix as a werewolf on the werewolf side than he would be a vampire. I see Ian more on the vampire side.
Really? Yeah. He looks so cute for the
Actually, I
fashion
don't even see
show.
Felix as either or. He looks like he's just his own
He's
breed
an
of like
angel. I
fairies
know.
over here. He's part of the fairies, the elves.
I think he's about to go back to black hair because it's just so much damage.
Yeah.
You can only bleach your hair so much before it starts falling out. Been there, done that. I know.
I don't like to do that.
What, bleach your hair?
No, I do, but I'm saying like up too much.
Oh. Yeah, my hair quit taking color a while ago. Hyunjin, I was so jealous. Holding Donatello's hand and Donatello's leaning back on him and
First of
everything. I'm
all,
like, quit touching my man.
first of all, I see Hyunjin as a dang MILF lover. He's definitely MILF lover, okay? I feel like he is definitely someone that would love the older ladies. Like that's his type, is the older ladies.
Because I don't think he likes games.
What?
I don't think he would like games.
Oh yeah.
The games that, the
He's
younger
he's
ones like to
he's
play.
definitely a mature lover.
Yeah.
Nice. No,
What?
he's definitely he's
Oh,
definitely
hey,
a
Annie.
he's definitely a lover. He's a mature lover. He needs somebody that
Yeah.
can match face that.
Yeah. Benny, stop. This
Changbin,
stupid dog.
I could see him with your traditional Korean girl, like he's just so he likes to like I see him with a cutie. A gym rat, just like him. Um
I don't really see any of the guys with younger, you know what I mean?
I think Jenny will go into like the same age range with him. But I definitely see him going with more feisty races than he would of the more obedient type of races. So like he definitely should
He's Australian.
he definitely needs a little Latina in his life. Just saying. Just saying.
Well, I'm sorry, but once you have an older woman, you ain't going back to the younger ones. That's why all these old ladies get to marry these young hot guys, is because they just don't want to play the games.
Okay, but you like just to witness it is so funny because you'd be like, oh look, a son out with his mom, and then next thing you know you see them making out, and you're just like, okay, but
Yeah.
not his mom,
Yeah.
not his mom.
Yeah. I love to see Felix with his mom, but I wonder, like, he is never seen with his dad. I'm curious as to know the story.
Have y'all
with
ever
that.
seen that one thing where they talk about where the cousin says that he has a bad relationship with his family? like his mom, his parents and stuff like that. Have you ever seen that?
And he lives. Um, no, I don't think he has a bad relationship with his family. I know that his mom and dad were against him coming to Korea to be an idol, but pretty sure his mom's gotten over it since she's gone with him on some of the concerts. It's like
Mhm.
she rode the private plane with him and stuff on some of these
When
tours.
I can see that because the way he looked in Australia, he definitely looked like he was like more on the high end side. To the point where they're probably like thinking like, oh, you're gonna be a businessman, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and then next thing like, mother, father, I'm gonna be a singer. Totally
Yeah, I'm
went
gonna be
in
an
a whole
idol.
different direction that they wanted him to go.
And it could be. I mean, but still, you would think you would see him with his dad at least once. I mean, I wasn't his dad like at the survival show when they were going to tell him if they were going to debut as Nine or not, and then we haven't seen him since. I know that his uncle was kind of his surrogate father in Korea.
Yeah. So I think maybe he's just like he's not one for the spotlight. He could
Well,
just be
I mean,
posing
I
on the
get that
sideline.
because look at all the stupid crap Jack gets from all these stay. It's ridiculous. And truthfully, I don't even go to the comment section anymore because the comment section is literally so disgusting. I'm like, you're writing this on Bang Chan's father's wall.
First of
It's
all,
gross. Stop.
first of all, my father-in-law looks good for his age, but I would not be thirsting after him because he's my
No,
father-in-law.
they're not thirsting after them. They're like, tell my husband hello, or I mean, just
Oh,
stuff
okay,
like that. And it's
that's
like
dumb.
that, it's gross.
That is dumb because they post stuff like his dad posts stuff like that has to do with the
Workouts and things.
yeah, exactly. He's not posting so that way he could try to get in contact with his son.
Right?
But did you see that his mom follows VP Johnny?
I don't know who VP Johnny is.
You don't know who that is? The guy who's always screaming for Bang Chan.
Oh,
No? Here, let me get
no.
pull up his video. I'm sure you'll
No, you
recognize.
don't, you really don't have to.
No, you don't, but still you don't know.
No, I don't follow those people. I have my own stuff going on. I don't need any additional anything.
You sure? You don't know him.
Oh, God, my knee. Man, and the rain kills my arthritis. Holy cow.
He's the one that always talks about like subjects with straight face. Like this guy right here.
Is he like a Korean dude?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen him. I don't follow him, but I've seen him. He pops across my FYP sometimes. Look at me talking lingo.
Yeah, she follows Johnny. I saw that and I was just like,
What?
girl. Oh, Bang Chan's mom.
Oh, I
I
don't know
don't know,
why she
maybe
would
she finds it
follow him.
entertaining that she sees this
Could
guy
be.
like fawning over her son.
Boys. As long as he doesn't hand Bang Chan a NDA. Glad he'll be going after him then.
You know what? You get your little explorations out right now, but when we're ready to settle, we settle, my boy. We settle. We haven't met yet.
Yeah, but I was just like, Donatello, let go of his hand. Quit leaning up against him. I can't tell if
Honestly,
she's being mother wise or she's being more than mother wise.
I I don't ever follow Donatella, so I can't really say for sure on her mannerism on a lot of things. Like, I don't know, is
Yeah,
she
I'm
married?
not a
Like,
fashion person, so I don't know how she's acted with other ambassadors. I know she's totally in love with Hyunjin, which I mean, God, we all are. I mean, the boy is amazing. Um, I'm not big on the artist he was hanging around with last night, but you know, that's not my decision. Yeah.
What artist was he hanging around?
That Marina Bonovich, I think is how you say her name. She is not my cup of tea in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
I don't know if that is.
But he told her, I love your work, so go Hyunjin, but she's her for me, her art is problematic. So that's just what I'm gonna say with that. But Ian being so nervous, and with Julianne Moore, it was such a cute interaction. I love
Oh my
Julianne Moore.
lord, the way he was
And
speaking
you
the
see
English.
how small Ian is, and Julianne Moore was like a Smurf to him, so she has got to be super tiny. And she was very motherly. She was so cute with him.
Okay, but what shoes was he wearing?
What shoes was he wearing? I think he was wearing flats.
Was he? Wow.
So,
Was
I'm
he
not
like
sure.
4'11"?
I don't think he was wearing high shoes. I don't think he was wearing like the ones with big soles or anything. Like some of them that they wear.
What is that Mariana chick do? Mariana Milkovich?
Though she's a artist.
Okay, so then that's just probably what Jenny was talking about. Like um
Oh yeah, he said he loved her work, but like I said, her work to me is problematic. Like it is.
what is it?
I'm sorry, but when you use pentagrams in your art and then you want to claim that you're not a Satanist, no, no. Let's talk truth here. You can call it whatever you want and call yourself whatever you want, but that does what you do is what the public gives you an opinion on. So yeah, I'm not big into pentagram art.
There was there's one place I went to in Korea that had a bunch of artwork and stuff like that. It was really cool actually.
I'm not playing with your damn ball.
There was this one, I can't remember, but I really liked it. All that artwork was really nice.
Did
I
you
know
see
they
my
had one at
videos from
BTS.
yesterday? I actually saw lily pads for the first time ever in my life, like real
Wait,
ones.
what?
Lily pads. This lake down there has lily pads all along the edge, and it was the coolest thing.
You said videos yesterday?
What?
You said videos yesterday?
I sent a lot of stuff yesterday. I was spamming, girl.
Ma'am, Liz just one up you though. She sent more. I'm not getting anything that you sent.
On the stay in group chat.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, that was like
Yeah.
four. Girl, you see how far I had to scroll up just to get to that?
Well, I know, but I spammed a whole lot at one time. Yeah, yesterday was not the day to go
Oh,
there.
because they're brown. They're brown.
Yeah, some of them were brown, some of them were still green and attached to the bottom.
You know
Yeah,
that
we
one
went.
movie? What is it called? What is it called? That one movie where this girl turns little and she has like these little people in the forest and they're like to save the queen and they had like a little the snails were just like that were talking to her. The slugs, the snails.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is it called? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Continue.
If you say the name, I will probably know it, but no. Anyway, we went down south. We drove 3 hours to this little town that we've been wanting to go to like walk around in and stuff. We did not do our research before we went down there, and we got down there and we literally could not get out of our car because there was no parking anywhere because it was beer, bikers, and barbecue weekend. The only thing we could do was dodge motorcycles. All the public parking were free for motorcycles and no cars were allowed. So you literally could not get out of your car and go do anything. So it was not a fun trip. We were all pretty pissed. We spent all that time driving down there and didn't get to do anything we wanted to do.
That sucks.
Yeah. And my daughter's going back to Colorado like next month. So we were trying to get some stuff in before she left, and that's what we ran into. So not a good day.
Damn, that's gonna bug me.
Was she
Okay.
small to begin with, or did she shrink herself?
She got strong. So her mom, I think her mom died or something like that. So she has to go stay with her dad. And this is a cartoon. And
Oh, I know.
she
It's got to be
stay with her
animated.
dad. That's like, um, her dad's
Trying
like
to think. I
crazy or
haven't watched
whatever.
those cartoons in so long.
And so she went out, and he was like obsessed with little people in the forest. So he was trying to
I
track
know
them
what you're
down.
talking about. I just don't remember the name of it. I know my kids used to watch it all the time.
Also, you know it.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Like it's the tip of my tongue. Epic. That's what it's called. Epic.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, when I think of lily pads, I expect those lily pads. Okay. I expect those ones. All of that just just for that statement. just I could have just said just green lily pads. But I needed a visual. I needed so y'all know what I'm talking about. I expect like sprouts to pop out of there for the next queen that's gonna come.
So,
That one
it's supposed to
obviously
rain
looks
like
like it doesn't have elves or whatever crap they were.
2 days this week are supposed to rain, and I'm like, how am I supposed to put my stuff out so I can get it all ready for this weekend if it keeps freaking raining?
Okay. Which 2 days is it gonna rain?
Tomorrow and Wednesday, I think, is the days it says it's going to rain.
I was telling my mom the other day, so there's 2 dry patches on my lawn of dead grass. And I was just like, Mama, my grass is dying. Why is my grass dying?
Because
And
you're
she's like,
not watering it.
that's what my mom said. She says, probably because you're
You
not
have to
watering.
water it eventually. If
She's
it's
like
not
that.
going to rain, you got to water it.
That's what she said. She says, probably because you didn't water it. I'm like, water what? What do you mean?
But see, right now, all of our leaves are falling and stuff. So now I've got all these wet leaves, and it's staining the inflatables that I did put out. So I'm going to have to like 409 all my inflatables before I put them up this year, because freaking leaves and rain. And you can't blow wet leaves because they don't go anywhere. It's a big mess right now. But I am building a sidewalk this year, so even if it does rain, you can still do the walkthrough. But kind of hard to build things when you can't get outside because it's raining. It's just all a big circle of everything.
Really? Okay, so I always love the first versions that come out with their songs. So like the sound, I love the Japanese version one, and the Korean one just doesn't like sit with me. It doesn't like
It
doesn't
doesn't
call
sound
out to
right.
yeah. Because I listened to the Japanese version first, and it's
Are
like
you reading comments somewhere? Because I'm not seeing any comments.
really, yeah. Liz was saying how she thinks that her other cousin is becoming a casual listener to Stray Kids, but only
Where is
like
she
their
doing this at?
Japanese
Because
music.
I'm not getting any comments. Like the
Well,
last thing I have was Anne saying I'm not working tonight.
um, they
So
definitely,
weird.
ma'am, that was definitely like a lot of comments ago.
My
That was
comments are not
definitely.
scrolling.
So she says, "Yeah, ooh, I'm not working tonight." And then Liz says, "No touching my boys. I think they would be okay with older girls, not younger. I don't see that. Maybe same age, but not younger." And then she said that I was being very subtle with the whole like being tan eating a Latina. Um,
Yeah,
and
no,
then
I'm not seeing any of that.
she says, "I haven't seen that thing. I just think his dad is still isn't okay with him being an idol. That's cringe. Like, ew, no, you don't do that to the parents. Wait, she follows Johnny? OMG, so she's cool seeing people love her boys in a healthy way. And then I am with Julian Moore was adorable. Jenny might have been polite. She's short, I know that. He had flat shoes on. She went to spring of some sort.
Well, I'm
Spring of
glad you're
some
having a conversation because I ain't seeing shit.
Ma'am, you're having a conversation with me. I feel like that's
Yes,
more
I
curious
know,
than
but I'm
anything.
saying because I keep like that's what I see, and I just took that screenshot. Like I can't. Nothing is coming up for me.
That is for sure weird.
Yeah, I'm not seeing Liz at all, and I'm only showing 2 people. This is just really, really weird.
Okay, that one comment though, that one that says like that was a while ago for sure. You see
Like
the
she
very
just
last
like
comment?
it just popped up right as I took that screenshot, but that's all I've gotten.
Oh yeah. I see it. I see it. Yeah, that's weird.
I'm not seeing any of them.
Unless it's for him, he's learning Japanese, so it's more of a help for his learning. Oh, cool, he's learning Japanese. I've been very, very,
Who
very. I'm gonna
is?
tell you right now. Her cousin slacking
Oh,
on wanting on learning Korean. I can tell you that. I've been slacking. I've been slacking. But in my defense, it's been pretty hectic around me that I just have not had a second.
do you still have way too many people in your house?
Yes, I do. I do. But my little sister's moving out October 7th. And my older sister is hardly ever here anymore. She like basically stays at the hotel almost every night now. But
So
like
why not just move into the hotel?
that's what I'm saying because she probably don't want to be there cramped up with all the kids and the two guys forever. She like
Decisions have consequences. Rather, choices have consequences.
oh, so you should yeah. So you're probably seeing everybody's but Liz's. So you should probably check if
I'm restarting my phone.
oh I was about to say you should probably double check that you didn't accidentally block Liz or something.
I haven't
Because
blocked anybody.
yeah,
Well,
because
today.
she's the only one that you can't see. She's the only one that's been commenting that you haven't been able to see.
Yeah, I'll check.
Damn,
If I
Liz.
did it, it wasn't on
She definitely did
purpose.
that. She definitely did that on purpose. She was just like, yeet. She was just like, not today.
But she's an admin. She shouldn't. I shouldn't even be able to block her.
Yeah, that is weird. That is weird. But yeah, so that's what I was saying. And then her and my little sister got into like a big argument the other day. And I'm just like sitting back not wanting to join in that conversation. But I'm over here listening though. I'm listening. I'll do that. But then
What
next
they
thing you know,
gonna
like,
fight about? You got to spill the tea because you know I have no life.
oh, girl, over a cup. Because my little sister has a Beyonce cup. Now, my little sister's a huge fan of Beyonce. She loves Beyonce. Um, how I am with Stray Kids, she's a little bit with like Beyonce. Not as big as I am with Stray Kids, but you know, she's a big fan of Beyonce. Loves her. Well, she had this Beyonce cup, and my little sister was just like, "Have y'all seen my Beyonce cup?" I was like, "No, not really." She's like, "I haven't been able to find it," and you know, so she's packing everything that's hers, and she's like, "I haven't been able to find it." And my older sister was the last one she saw it with, and so my older sister was like, "No, I've never used your cup, this, that," and she's like, "If y'all broke it and y'all threw it away and not telling me, confess. Like y'all should you should at least own up to it if you did it." She's like, "I'm gonna be mad. Y'all better go on eBay or something to replace that cup because I love that cup." And my older sister's like, "I did not touch it. I don't know what you're talking about." She's like, "I saw you, like I saw it on the table. That was the last place I saw it. Where is it? Like you were the last ones with it." And she's like, "Well, I didn't do anything." So she like moved on to me and she's like, you haven't seen it, you haven't used it, like where's my cup at?" And I said, "I've never seen it. I haven't seen it in a while and I have not ever used your cups before, but I'll help you look for it. Like, no big deal, right?" And so but then my older sister, she starts getting defensive about it because she doesn't like being accused of taking her cup, or her kids taking the cup. But then here comes my nephew. "Mommy, you gave us juice in that cup, remember? She's like, no, I don't remember that. I did not give you juice. She's like, yeah, you gave us juice in that cup. And she's like, no, I didn't. He's like, yeah, you did. Guess where the cup was? In her room under the bed. And Melissa's like, mm-hmm. And then that like kind of escalated into like a bigger thing. And so they start yelling at each other. Because my little sister don't like being yelled at. So my older sister starts yelling, then she starts yelling.
How do you even check if you blocked anybody? I see 3 people. Is there 3 people?
4.
How do you even see if you blocked someone?
Click on
Because
Liz. Click on Liz's thing.
I don't see Liz's thing.
Like at all, you haven't seen her since.
Mm-mm. It's just showing 3 people.
Let me do some research. That's so weird.
Right? Let me check the YouTube studio. I know that there's a thing in here where you can push and see the people that you blocked. Can you hear my music? Do I need to turn it down?
Oh yeah, I can hear you music. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite songs. Get cool. Oh, okay. So go to your settings on YouTube.
Under regular or under my studio?
Regular.
Okay.
Okay, you see where it says privacy? Click that.
Just a minute. Get back there.
And it should say block contacts. And you should be able to, when you click on that, you should be able to go and see who you have blocked.
Settings, privacy. Contacts. Ah, looky there.
Oh, so you
Why?
did? You probably meant to block somebody and you actually got her instead.
No, like, because that's on my regular page. I haven't tried to block anybody on that. Hi, Liz. Nice to see you. Oh, I'll turn my music down then. I didn't think it was that loud. It's already like at negative 48.
I don't mind it. I like listening to it.
Okay, so 2 people. I finally see Liz. I have been so lazy. I'm not been lazy. I have been so distracted. I've not put much in Discord at all.
Listen, I had 2 choices today. Okay. I got home around 2 and I could have added something in there, but it was either that or take a nap.
No, I go for nap every time.
I decided on the nap because I was not about to pass out on this live again. Okay.
That was classic. That was funny. I am just thankful that Aaliyah was in there, so I wasn't like just talking to myself.
I've never had that happen before. I've dozed off, but I would still like comment every once in a while. I'll be like in and out, but I've never like full on passed out.
But at least you haven't done a live extremely stoned.
Dude,
I was but like, okay, so last weekend I was working on that stuff outside. Well, by the time I got back in the house, my back was killing me. Like, absolutely, I couldn't even sit. It hurt so bad. So I took 2 of my muscle relaxers. Well, me not thinking about it, my daughter had brought me some a white chocolate with pistachio. It's like a cherry pistachio type candy bar. And I took a full square, which was 10 milligrams.
A full square, ma'am. A full square.
Yeah, it was a full square. I usually only eat like half a square, and whew, I was bear crawling up them stairs.
I
I
can't
was
get high.
I was gone. Oh, that was horrible. Yeah, I remember her being drunk a couple of weeks ago. That was pretty funny. You get very
Um,
chatty when you're drunk.
well, see, I was like getting drowsy and nobody else was commenting that much. So I was just like, let me fill in some blanks. So I was throwing out like different conversations to get something
Oh,
going.
that's the night I left early, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that was the one. So I kept
I
trying to
watched
make
the
us.
rest of it because I was sitting in the bathtub because I have to sit in there for 20 minutes before I go to bed. Otherwise, my
Yeah,
legs are just going all night long. So I was
I
laughing at
kept
y'all.
I kept having to throw out
I was like, she
conversations
is so drunk. She just
And you know what's funny? What's funny is my mom had showed up not that long after we ended. And I was just like, what are you doing here?
I
I
crack
shouldn't
up.
have
She's
told
like,
me she
I
was
saw your live and I know you're drunk.
No, honestly. She was just like, I decided to show up to see if I witnessed what I saw right. But we literally stayed up until like almost 3 in the morning because we were all conversating and I was still drinking. But then
But you
like
didn't
I
have to
hit
work the next morning for
uh
once.
no, but I had to
That
take
was the
everybody
Monday
to
you were
school.
off because it was Amethyst's adoption day.
No, it was her fake adoption date. Remember? I
So
was so mad when I realized. Like I guess like it's been so hectic that my first thing was like, oh, the ninth, because the ninth is her adoption day, but it's November 9th, not September 9th.
ah,
Yeah. So I was just like, why
you're
did I
getting
think
that
that?
old timer's brain.
Well,
I know, I have it.
it didn't help that I had like the weekend plus that Monday off. So I was just like, why did that happen? And I asked for that. Was it because of this? It was probably because of this. So that's why I like made the assumptions. And then it wasn't until like afterwards that I was just like, when is my little sister due? She's like, she's due November. November. Oh my gosh, November 9th. Like what? That's the adoption day. God, why did I think it was September 9th? I didn't even think of September. I was thinking of just November. I was just thinking the 9th. That was it. The 9th. It's been a rough. It's been a rough few weeks.
Yeah. I
Oh,
talked
girl,
to
it's
I
because you
talked
and I
to
talking.
oh yeah, you didn't even have to talk to I was talking to another sub because my first sub job this year, I talked to her the day before I was gonna do it, and I told her, I said, I really hope I don't get that one kid because I cannot be one-on-one with this one kid. He's like super strong and he has severe behavioral issues. It was that one I showed you all my bruises and stuff.
So we're not
And
kept taking off.
no, he kept hitting me and then he spit in my face.
Oh my Lord. Are you serious?
Yeah, like that's the one that like I had that huge bruise on my collarbone. He's the one that did
Mm.
that.
The one you
And then
said
he's
if he's on that list again, you're not showing up.
yeah. And you know how many times she's one needed subs lately and I've just like reject, reject, reject. I will not. I will not with that kid again. Um because he's literally the one kid in school I cannot handle because he's like way stronger than I am. And so I told her today, I'm like, remember me telling you I didn't want to sub with that one kid? I said, guess what kid I got? And she was like, yeah, I don't sub with him either because he's too strong and he gets away with stuff because of his quote unquote disability. When the kid knows what he's doing, because when you spit at people to get your way, you know that that's what's happening at home. He spits on you, so you give him what he wants. I'd be like, disability or no, my children would not have teeth because I would turn around and backhand them. You do not spit at people, period. And I was like, anytime I see their names come up for subs, I'm like, reject. That I'm not doing it. I said there were 3 other paras there that day. Any of them could have taken him rather than leaving him with the sub, and none of them stepped up to do it. So I ain't gonna step up to help them.
Yeah.
like,
I don't know how
that's
they
just,
could
it's
do
not
that.
going to happen. We do not get paid enough to deal with kids spitting at us and coming home with bruises because we were assaulted. We don't get paid enough for that.
There was one time,
So,
so Amethyst, when she was around 3, she got into the habit of always telling me no. She was just like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing this. Da, 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 da. So my older sister's like, smack her mouth. So I did. I was like, every time she told me no, I'd smack her mouth. So guess who doesn't tell me no anymore?
and you hate to
Gonna
do
learn
that,
that
but
real
the
quick.
kid gets away with it because he's got a quote unquote disability, and
So
he's
does
only going to
she.
get he's only going to get stronger the older he gets. And he's been doing the spitting thing for a year and a half because I asked his OT person, and I was like, he's getting away with that at home because there ain't no way my kid would spit in my face and not get backhanded. Like, they'd be picking their
Amethyst,
teeth up.
Amethyst would try something, and I'd be like, I'll just give her a look. She knows. She'll know. Because I don't play
Mm-hmm.
those games. I don't play those games. She once bit me. Oh, you think that I was bad? No.
I always
I
bit
got
mine back. They did it once.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't bite back because but I literally got mad at her. But it wasn't just me. Like as soon as my dad found out, he spanked her. As soon as my sister saw that, she smacked her in the mouth. She got it from every direction.
Wow.
She never bit me again.
Well, at least you had backup.
I think it's probably because I don't have anybody else besides myself that could discipline her. So my dad became part of just became
A
a father figure to
disciplinarian with
her.
you. Yeah.
Hmm. And my mom does the same thing. My older sister and my little sister, like they all kind of help with that, which is cool because I hate being the bad guy all the time.
Yeah.
I
You
hate
hate being
having
the
to
bad
get
guy.
mad. Yeah, and so like she gets so bad sometimes, and my older sister would be like, "All you do is yell at her, and this is not." I'm like, I'm telling you, I literally have to get to the point. Like she makes me get to the point where I have to yell at her because she does not listen.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just
She's
like I
just
don't.
got that defiant gene in her that is going to be bad
My
as it gets older.
her biological mom used to cuss at my uncle and go off on him, always argue with him, does whatever she thinks she wants. But my uncle did allow her to cuss anytime she wants. Amethyst, I so much as hear a cuss word out her mouth, she's getting smacked. Like
Yeah.
that's just she's gonna grow up like how I did. Like I was not allowed to cuss around my parents. My dad would cuss up a storm. Like he'd always cussing up a storm around us growing up. But he would never ever hear that word come from us. Like he would not like to hear it. And so
Yeah, I
that's how I
was
am.
not allowed to. I
Well,
wasn't
I
allowed to
cuss,
cuss.
but you'd never catch me really cussing around my parents, especially in
Yeah.
front of my dad. You never catch me
No.
cussing around him. I shape up real quick. I hold that back.
I cuss more
I
now
expect.
than I did when I was growing up. But
Hmm.
you have to understand that, yeah, this is going to be a total excuse. I was a sports photographer for so many years. There's only so many times you can hang around with hockey players before you start saying the F word like every other word, because that's all I heard all the time. F F F F F F F, and I would catch myself. It would just start coming out just whenever. But when I'm mad, whoo, baby, you get all of that in a bag of chips in a Southern draw.
That was my dad. He would use the F word at every other sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And my little sister does that now. She
Yeah.
cusses like a sailor, I swear. My older
I cuss.
sister, she
I
doesn't.
cuss like a hockey team on a ship. Yeah. So yeah, I'm bad.
Well, when Agnes gets older, if she wants to cuss all she wants, she can. Just show the look. Just give me enough respect to not do it in front of me. That's all I
Yeah.
ask. Don't do it at me. Don't do it in front of me. That's all I ask. And that's
Yeah.
how, but like that defiant gene that she has in her, that's one of the reasons why I was like, should I just break her? I should just break her spirit.
Yeah. You hate to do that, but it's not going to get any better. If she's 6 and she's already doing that, it's not going to get better. See, and even
No,
Liz disciplines her two twins, and I guarantee you, this kid knows just as much as those twins, and he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He knows he's doing wrong, and he
Mhm.
still chooses to do it, but he gets
I
away
think
with it.
one of Amethyst's what is that problems, and I think she has issues with, is the fact that she's just really smart. Like she understands a lot of the things that goes on around her. She literally is an observer. She will watch you, and she has good memory. So I think part of what the reason why she acts the way she does is because that's the only way she can like express what she's witnessing, and or she just has such a mature mind that she thinks that it's okay that she does it the same. That
Well,
adult.
get ready to put her in advanced classes, because if she is in regular classes, she's going to get so bored she's going to end up failing. Like, because she's just not even going to care.
And she
I
can't
saw
sit
so
still.
many of my friends that were like so smart, and they would be in these top advanced classes and they would fail them because they just didn't care. Like, it was so boring to them.
So
And yeah, it
she's in
was,
first grade and she already knows how to do her additions. She literally is really
yeah,
good at
she's,
doing additions.
you might have her tested. She might jump up a couple of grades, but if you're going to Asian countries, you're not going to have to worry about it, especially like Korea and
I
Japan,
know.
because she's going to fit right in with them kids.
I
I have
hope
a
so.
pile of
Hope
pile.
so.
I have a pile of candy things right here.
Because I don't know, like I know she's so smart, and I know like her, and sometimes she's so mature, and the way she talks with me is so mature that I forget how young she is.
Yeah.
And so it's not until like I'm dropping off at school and I watch her go into the school and I just see her and I'm just like, damn, she's so small. She's so
Yeah.
small. Like, damn, she like looks her age and she's tiny. But I'm just like, I should really like, I don't know. The other day, and even when it comes to like comforting her, I treat her like she's older. I'm just like, oh, you're okay. Get back up, type thing. And I
Yeah.
hate doing that.
But
I hate doing that.
with with her, has she gotten out of where she goes gravitates towards men?
Yes. No, she hasn't. She hasn't. So there's
That
that.
and that's going to be a real problem, because there are men out there. She's smart, so they're going to think she's older than she actually is.
I know, and it's not her fault. It's my cousin's
No,
fault
it's
for
not.
pushing her towards these men. And especially, she's gonna have big daddy issues. Okay, I can already see it.
Yeah.
I have a friend that has.
She's always going to be looking for that daddy, and some men are going to be very willing to do it, but it's not the kind of daddy that we're thinking.
I know, and I'm just like, what do I do? What do
It's
I
not much you
do?
can do.
And
All you
I
can do is talk to her and hope she realizes that there are a lot of men out there that are very dangerous.
yeah, I
Oh
tried to do
fuck.
that.
Hang
I
on.
tried
What is going on?
with what?
Just a minute. Let me take my earbuds out for a second. I think that may be what happened earlier. Is like
What?
my earbuds like connected to something else, and it was playing that. See, it's still playing that music.
Mm.
I don't know where it's playing music from.
All right.
It's
See you
still
later.
playing.
Good. What? Can you hear me? You're on mute if you can't hear me. You're muted, so I can't hear you. There you
Okay, is
go.
that better?
Yes, yes. Now I can hear you.
Now I
That was
get it.
probably why that music started. When that music started, it probably muted your mic.
What?
When that music started, it probably muted your mic.
No, it was I think I touched my earbuds and it pushed a play button for whatever it was attached to, and that's what happened to it. But it's like not making any sense right now. Okay,
Got
I
it?
think I'm connected. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
That was weird.
Um, One thing I know I have problems with that's probably not gonna help with her trying to find a dad as well is I'm not a big comforter person and I hate myself for not being like that. So like the other day, she was to go put her jacket up on the hook on the door, which I didn't ask her to do that. I told her to put it in her drawer, and she's too small for that. So she hooked her finger inside the hook. And so like she's short, so like obviously it was stuck there. She's like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy!" And so she starts yelling. I'm like, what?" And I go and look, and I was like, "Oh, hold on!" And I hook her, and she's like crying. I'm just like, "You're okay." And I go back and sit down, and I'm just like, I feel like that would have been a situation that I should have probably hugged her and like comforted her more about. So
Yeah,
she was still crying. I was like, "Why did I do that?" And I'm
you're
just
gonna
like,
have to start giving your baby more hugs.
Oh, I know. She's always been the one that would hug me first. And it
Mhm.
feels awkward for me to go and hug her first because I was never like a touchy person growing up. Growing up, I didn't give hugs at all. Like I really ever was hugged. I was ever really giving hugs. So I'm not used to that. I'm not used to like the whole affection thing.
Yeah.
And so it's very hard because she's a very affectionate person. So she's always the one giving me the affection. And I just like recoup like how do you say
You
reciprocate?
reciprocate. Mhm.
I would reciprocate it and like give her the hug back or say I love you back or stuff like that. But I've never been the one that would like go do it first.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, she's definitely gonna grow up having problems. And it's gonna be my fault.
I don't I don't think my parents were real affectionate with me either. One of the things, and people do not understand that when I say I did not have a relationship with my father, I did not have a relationship with my father. My sister is 7 years younger, and her and my dad went and done all this stuff together. You know, he put her in clay pigeon shooting. They would travel all over Texas to do this. I remember my dad telling my mom, "She's a girl. She's your problem. You raise her."
Um,
This is
okay.
what I was with. So the fact that I didn't have a relationship with my father is not because of me.
Wow. So he's one of
Yeah.
those.
Well, he wasn't with my sister, but he was definitely with me.
Yeah, like I identify what the problem is. It's just actually like doing it that's hard.
Yeah.
Like I know it's my problem. It's my problem, definitely. And I'm sure that's one of the reasons why she kind of acts up as well. Um, because she probably thinks I don't give her as much attention because she needs a lot of attention, especially with everything that happened to her. But it's really hard to give my undivided attention to her all the time when I work all the time. Like I'm a full-time like worker employee, and then I'm doing my coursework stuff, and it's just like really hard to get all of this stuff done while at the same time putting all my focus on her.
Yeah.
And she needs someone that needs a lot of she needs a lot of attention. And I tried to
Oh,
talk to her about it too. I was like, "What do you what do you want? Am I not giving you enough attention? Let me know. Talk to me. You know, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Like we're supposed to be in this together. You need to be able to rely on me, and I just need to rely on you. And the whole how this is gonna work is by communicating. If you have problems with me, let me know and I'll try to work on it. If I have problems with you, I'll definitely let you know and you have to work on it. Like that's just how
does
this has to
does
go.
she like to write or draw?
Mm-hmm.
Have her write you a letter on how she wants you to show how you love her. You know what I mean? So that
Because she does this thing when she gets mad, she's like, "It's because you hate me, don't you? You do hate me," and she'll run off to the room when she gets
yeah.
mad. And I was just like, I've never once
Maybe
told her I
maybe
hated
buy
her.
her maybe buy her like a little journal or something that she can write in that she is willing to share with you. Like
She
give her
doesn't
one that
write
she's
very
willing to
well.
share. Well, that's not the point.
Yeah, I
Um,
know. I think she's dyslexic, so she like writes all her words backwards.
that's dyslexia.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure my son is dyslexic and they kept testing him and saying no he's not, and I'm like I'm looking at his letters and his numbers and I'm like yeah he is, he's dyslexic.
But it could
You
also
cannot tell
be
me.
that she's left-handed.
It could be.
That's what I was thinking at first. I
But
I was
yeah,
honestly
I would give her a couple of journals, one that she can keep private for herself, and then one that she is willing to share with you.
see the issue with that is that I had pens, I had journals, I had markers, all of that stuff. I just threw it all away because she's got into that. She has this habit of drawing on everything. And so, like,
Mm.
if she has a pen, she doesn't consider, if she sees paper, she doesn't consider that it might be important or anything like that. She'll color on it, she'll draw on it. And so I told her, I said, I'm tired of you doing all this stuff. So I threw everything away.
Have you thought about painting like the board paint on like one area of a wall and just letting her draw and color on that chalk?
I have not thought to do that.
Just a thought.
I'll probably, I'll probably think about doing that then. One that's like
Because
washable.
you could always paint over it when she's older and she quits using it. But that would give her her own personal space that she could, do her thing on.
I think it's just because I don't plan on staying here for like the rest of our lives, so I don't want to continue to put down a lot of stuff permanently if I plan on moving, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's one of my issues. Like I'm already starting to like put stuff up in storage that I don't use very often to make it easier for me to move. So
Yeah.
and I like don't want to get more furniture or anything like that, so I think that's the thing.
Well, they even
Um,
have like dry erase boards. You can do that.
I'll probably do that then. I'll probably do that. It would be easier so that way she has something to color without
But
making it.
even her journals, she can draw and color in her journals as well. So
Maybe if I get her a big one, and tell her like this is the only thing you can color and draw, or draw on or write in, anything like that. This is what you use.
yeah,
Anything outside of this is a no-no.
yeah.
Um, I was a very big daddy's girl growing up because when I was like younger, there was like a bunch of issues with my birth mother and my dad, and my dad was the one that took up responsibility of me. So he was the one that was basically raising me for the first 4 years of my life, and so I was very close with him. I relied on him. He was basically like the one I looked up to. And then my mom came into the picture, and like the dynamic kind of changed a little bit, and she was very untrusting on a lot of things. So we weren't me and my dad had gotten some distance between us with me and my older sister as well. Because my mom didn't want us to be alone together in the same room. She was very watchful. Like I couldn't really hug him that much anymore. Like I could give him hugs, but it was like a quick hug and done. Like, and I don't blame my mom for that. Like, I understand her reasonings. I understand where she comes from. But it definitely put a strain, like, it definitely didn't, it put a strain a little bit on how our relationship was. We weren't that close anymore. And so it wasn't that big of a surprise when I got a tattoo and my dad stopped talking to me for 5 years.
And I'm
After it
over
was,
here planning my next 3.
I know, right? Literally, like so when he found out I had gotten tattoos, I had actually gotten 3 before he found out. I gotten 3. And after he stopped talking to me, I actually got a few more that I don't know if he knows about. I have 8 in total. I have
I
8 in total
have
now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5, but I'm planning
5.
3 more. Like I'm having the other 3 drawn out.
Yeah, I still can't. Okay, so I definitely want a Medusa tattoo. Now I'm trying to decide whether I should put it on my calf or if I should put it on my thigh. What do you think?
Depends on how much of it you want seen.
Um, I don't really care to have it seen. Most of my tattoos are
So
pretty
I would
hidden
put it on
except
your
for
thigh
these ones.
then. Plus, a lot of Asian countries still have taboo as far as tattoos go. Like they won't let you
Yeah.
in with your tattoos showing and stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the hard parts about wanting to be a teacher there too. I would probably have to wear like blouses and stuff to like cover up these or have like those creams or something like that.
Yeah.
But most of my tattoos are hidden. It's like these are the main ones you can see. Um, so it's whatever. Not
The
that
one on
big.
my wrist, I can always wear like a bracelet and cover it. The one behind my ear, nobody ever sees it anyway. And then the one on my ankle, it might peek out occasionally, but not usually.
I also want to
So
get a Stray Kids tattoo, but I don't know what to get. Like, I definitely want something that centers around my alt, but I also want an all together type thing. But I want it to be in a way where uh nobody will know it unless you're in, like you if you
that's the
know,
way
you
the
know.
one behind my one behind the ear is a 143, and but it's like the heart part. I don't know if y'all have seen it.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen
in
it.
one of their, that's what it is, but it's in like the birthstone colors of my husband and my kids behind here. So unless you know, you don't know. And like I said,
Yeah,
it's so light you don't see it hardly anyway. So
that's what I kind of want. I want a
I've
tattoo.
never had anybody come up and be like, "Oh, I love that tattoo behind your ear," because it's so light. Because it's like a pink and a light blue, and I think there's a little bit of red, but it's not enough to, like, you really can't
Definitely
see
not
it.
something. Yeah, definitely not
It
something
doesn't
you.
stand out. And then my sister was nice enough to be like, "Oh yeah, it looks like you let a preschooler draw on your head," and I'm like,
Somebody suggested that to let my daughter do a drawing and then tattoo it on me. I'm like, yeet. Yeah,
"No."
right. I've seen her drawings. I'm not having that permanently put on me. Like y'all might like y'all might be one to do that with your kids. Like, oh, that's so cutesy or whatever.
Mm,
But no.
uh,
But I also wanted something with for Amethyst too, like a tattoo made for her on me. But then my mom was like, well, what happens if you have more kids and you're gonna have to get a tattoo for each one of your kids? And I'm just
and
like, I know,
and
I know.
and
But then I'm thinking like, damn, then I'd have to like do like a customized one for each one of them. And I don't know if I can think about that. That's why it takes me so long to think about tattoos in between.
now my nephew drew me a tattoo for this wrist, but his is very basic, and the coloring on it is really bad. I'm like, yeah, no, it'll have like the watercolor like on my other wrist. So
Mm,
it'll the basic design would be his. And then my niece is making my Stray Kids and my Bella paw print tattoo for me. She's drawing those out, so I just have to wait for her to finish.
oh, so
She's
she's the
really busy
artist.
right now. Yeah, oh God, you should see her anime and stuff she draws. It is amazing. But
I
yeah,
like
she's
the
drawn my,
tattoo artist that I went to before, but I think the stuff that he uses makes me break out because I've never
you could
broken
be
out with
allergic to
tattoos
the ink.
before
Yeah.
of the one
Um,
he probably uses because I've never had that issue before. And so like the first one I got, I ended up breaking out about something. I was like, oh, maybe it was something else. So I didn't think nothing of it. But then it happened when I got this one next, and I'm just like, no, it's probably definitely what's for like the stuff they use in that shop. So sucks. I'm gonna have to move on to another one.
well, one of my tattoos, I have to find a tattoo artist that is very, very good with line work because there's a lot of line work in it. So,
Yeah, this guy was like when he did this one, I was just like, look at that. That's like straight. Like you can really see like everything.
mhm.
Looks really good. And I was telling him, I said everybody was really surprised. They were like, "That's really good line work. It's really cool." He's like, "Yeah, because you decided not to get any shading or coloring, so it's not like I had to be really careful on how I did it because I can't have the mistakes underneath the shading and coloring."
I am putting red in my tattoo with the line work, so there is kind of some fading
Yeah, I
to go
plan
with it, but
I plan on putting color to this one. I just wanted to see how it would look without the color, you know.
yeah.
But it needs color. It needs color. I
Well,
just
I'm
have to
so
get
translucent, any color is good on me. I am a
uh,
white blank page.
at me. The tattoo I have on the back of my neck is the only one that has color. Let me see if I'll send it. Hold on.
My wrist has color and my ankle has color, but the rest of mine are black and white. Oh, wait, no, the one behind my ear has color too. Okay, I lied. The ones on my back are black and white. And one of
Let me
them is
see that.
really, really pretty, and the other one not so much.
I have so many ideas on tattoos I want to get, and okay, that's my next tattoo. The one with the colors. The other one I have color.
That was weird. My back is starting to hurt sitting
My
on this
battery's
floor.
running low. Isn't that plugged in?
I do love it when you do that. And then you're like searching for the
A
plug
plug
in.
to plug it in before it dies.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there. It's plugged. Woohoo! That was a cool breeze. I'm like, I don't have any pants on right now, and so I passed by one of my ACs. I passed by the little AC thing that I have, and so like it got me right there. I was like, "Woohoo, cold."
Got a cool breeze up in your nether regions.
I sure did.
I get that every night. Because I'll get hot, so I'll take all my covers off, and I've always got fans blowing on me. So yeah, my whole body gets a
I
little
used to,
breezy.
I used to sleep in just, I used to sleep with nothing on, okay? But
That's me.
since my daughter's a cuddler, I have to put something on because it just feels weird, okay? I said when she once crawled into my bed,
Well,
I had nothing
yeah,
on.
if your kid is sleeping with you, it's a little disturbing to be sleeping naked.
Yeah, well, it was just me, but she started crawling into my bed, and I'm just like, okay, it's time to put some clothes on because she likes to play with my boobs, sometimes in her sleep. And one
That's
time she
weird.
like was half asleep. One time she was half asleep, and she was just like, "You'll get milk in these one day, mommy." Yeah, I can feel it. You'll get milk in these, and I'm just like, can you
Where
not?
did she get that at?
She was half
There's
asleep. She was half
oh,
asleep. After she did that, she's like, yeah. And then she fell back to sleep. And the next day, I told her, I said, you basically violated my sleep. I hope you know that, and I don't appreciate it. And she's like, what? I said, yeah, you're touching up on my boobs and saying that I'll get milk in these. And she's like, I did? I said, okay, that makes it even worse. It's the fact that you don't even remember and you weren't even basically conscious of you doing that. So it just makes me wonder, okay, if I'm safe. Am I safe? And then I'm just like, I've never felt, I never thought I'd get violated like that with my own daughter. Like that
getting
shocked me.
molested.
Yeah, that shocked me. And I've always been used to her kind of going down lower because she likes to sleep in that area. I don't know if it's because she feels like it's a warm area down here. I don't know. Because she likes to put her head right on top of it. And I'm just like, my belly. You scoot yourself up and lay your head on my belly, not anything lower. Okay? That is not a pillow for you to just rest your head on. So I don't understand. I feel like my belly is a more pillowish type of thing. So that would be something you would choose. She was like, damn, I wish I was born from this. I said, this could have been my home. So I hate to break it to you, it didn't happen. I'm gonna need you to stay out of that area. Thank you. Thank you.
That's funny.
It's not funny because I can't sleep right. She does that crap.
But
And
is
so
it because
I
y'all
never
don't have
know.
enough room in your
It's a queen
house?
size bed.
No, but I
And
mean,
no,
like,
she has
why
her
she
own
doesn't
room.
have her own? Then why
She
is she
has her own
sleeping with
room.
you?
So she's 6 right now, and her room is on the other side of the house. And so she freaks out. And plus, my mom doesn't trust her sleeping in her own room right now either because she likes to get up and walk around. So my mom feels more comfortable with her also being in my room to make sure that I can hear her and feel her when she gets up. Now, she also had her own bed, and I would put her bed next to my bed, but she refused to sleep on it. And I literally like when I tell you, tried so hard to get her to sleep in her bed. I finally managed to get her to fall asleep in her bed, but I can tell you right now, I've never once woken up with her not in my bed. She would always wake up and crawl right into my bed. And no matter what I did, I'm just like, what is the point of this bed? I basically wasted money on a bed you don't use. So I just put it up as, and after what happened with her going into that coma, I just freaked. And so I was just like, you know what? It's not working out. So I just ended up putting
Okay,
her
I
bed in
don't,
storage.
I don't know the coma story.
What? Yeah, you
I
do.
don't know the coma story. Do I?
When she went into a coma, because she basically overdosed on THC.
I did not know anything about this.
Oh, really? Okay, so listen to this. So this actually happened last year. And around that time, I would have her alternate on the weekends where I would have my friend watch her for me and my mom watch her. So that way they're not like overwhelmed with each other when they're watching Amethyst because she can get pretty like, you
She's a
know,
handful.
active. Yeah. And so, but one day I was a lead at my job, so I had to go in and do inventory. Like I didn't know it, so I had to like hurry up. And so I told my friend, I said, "Hey, I really need you to watch it this day. I have to go in at midnight, or 2 in the morning, I think. Can you please watch it for me?" She's like, "Yeah, no problem." And she works overnight, so she's usually off like around 4 in the morning. So I would drop her off right off the bat and go to work and then go pick her up. Well, she normally watches her at my house, but since we're like this was the last minute thing, I dropped her off at her house instead. And she doesn't have kids. She does like have gummies and she does smoke a little bit, but and so like her first thinking was just like, oh crap. And she just got off of work too, so she's tired. So her first thing wasn't like, oh, make sure everything's secured. I don't have anything around, anything like that. Well, she had dropped her off at school for me. She was only with her for like 2 hours at most. So, because I had dropped her off, but I couldn't like take her to school. So she took her to school for me. And I get a message from the teacher, and the teacher's just like, "Hey, just letting you know, Amethyst is a little irritated. She looks really tired." I said, "Well, she probably is tired. I did wake her up at 3 in the morning, so she's probably like exhausted. If you want, she can go sleep in the nurse's office for a little bit, so that way she can get some rest some more. That would probably help her." And she's like, "Okay, yeah, no problem." And then next thing you know, I'm getting like calls from the nurse, and I'm just like, "Oh, what's going on?" I had ignored the first call because um it's little things Amethyst does. Like she would go to the nurse's office because she would fall and hurt herself. She would like um accidentally like a friend would hit her and she would have to go to the nurse's office, like little things like that. I'm like, I'm really busy right now. I really can't answer this call. I'll call back in a second because I was doing something. Well, I had finally called back the nurse and she was telling me, she was like, "Hey, oh no, I didn't get a hold of the nurse. The teacher actually got a hold of me first." And she was texting me. She's like, "I had to send it to the nurse office. She was really like slurry and she was basically falling over herself. So I had to take it to the nurse. And I finally got a hold of the nurse, and the nurse was saying, like, I had to call 911. I had to call the ambulance because she basically like was really drowsy and she was talking about that she had eaten these little blue candies. And I'm just like, "What are you talking about? I didn't give her no candy." And she's like, "Yeah, she was saying that she ate some candies and her like she basically fell asleep and she's getting worse." And I was just like, "Are you serious?" So I had rushed out of work. I didn't even tell anybody. I just like I ran out of work and started heading straight to the school. And I had texted my friend. I called my friend. I said, "Hey, do you have any candies at your house or anything like that? Like I'm just gonna got a hold of." And then she remembers that she had like these gummies, blue candies in her drawer, a kitchen drawer that she forgot about because they didn't make they felt made her feel weird and made her sick, so she just put them away.
But she was in
And
but they were in a drawer, so Amethyst was snooping around and found,
yeah,
yeah.
and that's what she said. She was only with her for 2 hours. She didn't and she only like took her eyes off her for a second. So she doesn't so she's thinking because it didn't happen until like an hour or two after she got to school. So she was thinking that Amethyst found them and snuck them in her pocket or something and ate it either on her way to school or at school.
Yeah.
And so I finally got to the school and the cops showed up there too and the ambulances were there. And I rushed into the nurse's office and they're hooking Amethyst up because apparently her oxygen had dropped low and her heart rate slowed down because basically her body basically went into hibernation. Like her body fell into very deep sleep. And so she wasn't conscious when I got there. And I'm over here like freaking out because my baby was like all hooked up on everything. And I'm like freaking out and crying. And they're just like, okay, you want to meet us at the hospital? Because we don't really got a lot of space in the ambulance. I'm like, yeah, no problem. So we ended up driving to the hospital and they like rush her in and they're like hooking her up and they're asking me questions. And I had no idea because I didn't have that stuff on me. So I don't know exactly what she took. And so I told my friend to send me a picture, and she sent me a picture. And they said the thing about these gummies is they don't have a set ingredient list. So it could say one thing, but they could have mixed it with things too that we just don't know. And that's probably what's affecting her as well. And they said that she probably mixed with something as to have this bad of a reaction. And I was wondering, like, because my friend has depression medication there too. So I'm just like, did she get a hold of that as well? Like, I don't know. And it was like so bad because she was like asleep, but it was like she was dreaming because every once in a while she'll like scream out.
Hmm.
And it kind of like freaked me out at that point because literally a few days later, a few days before this happened, she had woken up screaming in her sleep and she gets these nightmares every once in a while. And I was just like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she's like, mommy, I had a nightmare that you put me outside and then you just disappeared and I couldn't find you and I was yelling for you and you weren't coming. And so when she was like yelling in her sleep at the hospital, all I kept thinking was like, was she dreaming about that again? And she's over here calling for me and I can't, like, she can't reach me. And I'm like, I'm right here. So I was like, I barely slept at all. Her heart, like every time my eyes would close and start drowsing off, like the heart rate monitor would start beeping because it dropped low again, or her oxygen got so bad they had to give her a bigger oxygen tank because she couldn't breathe on her own, and she was having seizures, so they had to put pads along her bed. And then they found out that she wasn't peeing on her own either. So they were trying to force a catheter in her. But she was still like one of the situations she was still technically like aware of what's going on, but she couldn't wake up. So we had like there was multiple nurses having to hold her down because she was screaming and kicking because it hurt her. Because I mean it was a catheter going up the hole. Like I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. And it was just so hard to like watch that. And my mom told me a few minutes later, she was like, I overheard the nurses saying they don't know if she was ever gonna wake up. And I was like, why did you tell me that? It was she finally woke up at the end of the second day that she was passed out. And she was like very drowsy. She basically acted like she was high because she was just coming down from it. So it was just like it was bad. It was very
Wow, that's
scary.
scary.
It was like, yeah, every parent's worst nightmare. And so like I got rid of her bed after she came home because I was just like, what if she goes back to sleep and she doesn't wake up again? Like I just wanted her to be with me to make sure I could keep watch over her. And I took a week off
Yeah.
from work. I didn't go back to work for a whole week. It was bad. I refused to let anybody watch her. after that for a while. I literally told
Yeah.
my job, I said, she's just gonna go to school, but I'm not working the weekends. I'm gonna be with her on the weekends. Like for a while, I got to do that. They let me do that. And I stepped down from being lead for management because I was just like, during that time, I felt like they were kind of putting me in a position where I had to choose my job and my daughter. And I had put my job first that day, and this whole situation happened. And look, and I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah.
So I stepped down, and I've mostly been with her. One of the reasons why I don't go out anymore without her. I take her everywhere with me. Well, it was definitely a really scary situation, and I hope nobody else would have to go through that.
Yeah.
I had, hey, let me see, I think I have a picture. Because my uncle didn't believe us when I tried telling him, because that's his granddaughter. I tried telling him, hey, come to the hospital. She's not doing well. This is not. He's like, well, I don't really have a ride to get there. And it wasn't until I took a picture, my mom took a picture and sent it to him, that he was just like, oh crap, this is serious. That he even bothered to show up. Like, if she was in hospital, what? Don't you think it's serious?
Yeah, right. If they're hooking her up to stuff and she's not just still waiting, then it's obviously serious.
Mhm. This literally happened the last week of school too. So this was her. They had to put her. They had to like tape her arms down on these boards because so that way she doesn't rip the IV out of her arm.
Hmm.
So that was her. And this one, I took this picture because it was funny. This one's when she woke up, and you can see that she was a little high. She didn't even know what happened either. She was confused of where she was and how she got there, why she was there. Um she didn't know what happened. But I told her, I said, now we're gonna think about not eating candy. You don't know what candy to eat, right?
Oh, wow. That's insane.
Yeah.
Ah!
She was funny when she woke up. She was like drowsy, and she would laugh at random things. And she couldn't walk right, so she was walking like wobbly, so I had to hold her up to walk her to the bathroom to go to the bathroom. But she told me later on, she was just like she told me that she would sometimes hear me crying when she was sleeping.
Well, they always say they hear you when they're in a coma.
Yeah, she said she could hear me. I actually smacked the nurse too, because when she finally started like getting her vitals up and everything to a point where she can unhook the oxygen tank, the nurse was just like, if you want to sleep with her, you can. So I got to sleep. I got to put her on top of me so she could go to I could go to sleep like that. And I finally like fell asleep on her. But then a nurse was coming to come take a look at her IV, and I freaked out. So I like popped awake and smacked her hand. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, it's okay.
It's
It's
just a
good that you,
reaction.
yeah. She was just like, that's good because if she ends up like accidentally moving her, starts to try to move it, at least you'll know that you're paying attention to that.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why it made me so mad about what my older sister did. Literally like a month later, a month later, she like smokes a little like vape pen or whatever right next to her
Uh-huh.
in the car that has CBD oil. And I'm just like, are you serious? Are you like, how insensitive do you gotta be to do that when
Um,
she literally just got a coma because of that crap?
when you're a narcissist, nothing around you matters except you. So
She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I totally forgot anything about it." But then she tried to like
exactly.
rationalize it and be like, "Well, Alan, everybody reacts differently. Like two of her kids ate what is it? Weed brownies before, and they were okay." I was like, "Okay,
Not the point.
I know." I said, "Okay, but she wasn't okay, and I don't want that crap around her. Like, be respectful, dang." I'm surprised. I thought, could have sworn I told y'all this.
Uh-uh.
Mm.
No, no. But last year, right as school was getting out, we weren't together.
Yeah.
It didn't start
Um,
until August-ish. So,
August. Getting on the August.
because it was on my birthday that my old podcast people pulled their crap and I was done. And that was August 3rd. So
Not on your
that
birthday.
was a great birthday. Yeah.
What a bunch of weenies.
Not only was I already having a shitty day because literally everybody forgot about me. And then I get that text, oh, by the way, and I'm like, wow. Well, y'all are some real yachts.
I know. They're
Ah!
just like, oh wait, it was your birthday?
No, they didn't say anything. Oh, I didn't tell you about this. And the other day I get a text message and it's like, they're like, Tanya? And I'm like, yes. And I knew who it was because it was still on my contact list. And she's like, when can I pick up those candy bars? I'm like, wrong Tanya.
Are you serious?
She's like, oh, sorry, I know too many Tanyas. I started to write, well, you can delete this one from your contacts because,
I know, like why do you even still have this?
yeah, why do you even still have my name in your contact stuff?
Or is it take your name out my phone, out your phone?
Yeah. Needless to say, I deleted that contact as soon as that happened. I had forgotten that
Should
I
have
had
blocked
her
it, girl.
actual phone
Should have blocked
number.
it.
Well,
She
they're not
probably would
going
have just,
anymore anyway.
oh really?
Yeah, they quit. They haven't posted
Why?
anything in like 5 months.
Damn.
Like, well,
Talk about inconsistency.
oh, so inconsistent. We never knew when things were getting uploaded. It was never consistent.
So I had bought a couple more things off of my car, right?
US or
Uh,
Japan?
US. It's just cheaper in US. You know, the Japan just um I'm not sure. So I had bought a few things to complete some of my sets. So I managed to complete the I Am Not set. So I got all those versions.
Yeah,
All
I have that
the
one
ver
finished, I think. I
all
am
I needed
who?
left
I
was
need
Felix.
one. I need one card for
Who
my
is it?
IMU to be finished. Chang Bin, of all people.
The version,
The
the album
the
version
white
or the PC?
the PC, the white
I'm talking about the
border
album,
PC.
dude. Talking about
Oh
the
yeah, no,
album.
I already finished all those.
You finished all
It's
the album?
I finished all of the first three, like the Miro, Levanter, and Yellowwood. I'm still working on,
The I
but
Am Who, all I need left is the
I gotta
Singman.
stay off the auction sites.
Singman. I know, same. That's why I was just like, let me finish my albums first.
But
And
some of those have those in there, so I'm gonna see if I need them or if I'm just gonna get rid of them. It's expensive, but they do pay for themselves because, like, the albums don't sell quick, but they still sell, and we get them so cheap, and there's so many of them that it comes out to like literally less than $5 an album. And so if you're selling them for $15, you've made your money back, times two. So
yeah, exactly, exactly.
it's just the initial shock of that of that shipping. You're like, oh, that burns.
Yeah, seriously. Why is it so expensive?
Well, this one is weight. It's going to be like, I think it said 60 pounds or something like that.
60 pounds. Damn.
Yeah. Why is it expensive?
I said, you know what though? If
Because
I ever get a package and it says
because
it's
I
60
told you
pounds,
it's like all of the ordinaries. There's several sets of the whole set, and it's got a whole bunch of Christmas evils, red and green, in it. And then it's got some other stuff. I don't know what it was, but it had a lot of the red, blue, limited ordinaries and the two Christmas evils. It had a lot of those.
damn. Okay, one thing I feel like I'm gonna have trouble getting a hold of is the Skiz 2 2020. Stray Kids 2020.
The album, I
Yeah.
have some, I think.
Extras?
I'll go down and look, but I think I have some.
Yeah, because the cassettes are selling for like $70 and I'm just like,
Okay,
damn.
now I did not buy the cassette because they are super pricey. And I'm like, cassette. Do I really want to spend that kind of money for a cassette?
I know. But
Yeah,
like some things are
I
limited.
I couldn't I couldn't see paying that kind of money for a cassette.
Like this one, it says they're selling it for $100.
That's what I mean. It's just no. 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 No.
How you gonna sell it for $100? I would understand if it was unsealed. I mean, if it was sealed. If it was sealed,
Yeah.
I could definitely see you selling it for $100.
Because all of the inclusions are going to be in there. And
Yeah.
they didn't have very many inclusions for that era anyway.
Which I don't
'Cause
mind, but
I've already finished out the PC set on it because there's like literally not hardly any.
even the CD itself, like only I've been seeing only like international sellers selling it. And I'm just
Let
like,
me check. I really think I have an extra one. I'd go down there right now, but then I'd be off screen for a while. I always
yeah,
get distracted when I go down there.
I'm not in a rush. I still got some time before I need to get to that.
So
Oh, damn.
I finally ordered my Temu that I've had sitting in my cart for a while, right? Because it had the Welcome Foolish Mortals neon light that's going to go with my Haunted Mansion. And I started looking at it after I had already purchased it and they were already starting to pack it. And I'm like, I ended up buying two of them.
Yeah,
But
really?
then I was like, okay, but this is what I can do. I can build a box and have it on both sides facing out. So whether you're coming this way or you're coming this way, you're going to see the neon. So it's going to work out. But that was money I could have used on something else in my cart rather than getting two of the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, look. So this person right here is selling their cassette for $147, but it's a sealed cassette.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Or so
and they
they
only
say.
made 2020 cassettes.
That's why they're so expensive. They're like
Yeah,
the Taiwan
because they're very
versions.
rare. They're very rare. No, this one looks like it's for reals, like sealed.
I can't see that.
Get yourself on there, right there.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to pay that much money for a cassette.
No, honestly, I don't know.
Well, Benny, tell him to go downstairs. They've
Yeah,
really
that
been
is a
bothering me
lot.
lately.
They've been bonding.
Huh?
You said they've been bonding?
No, they've been bothering Benny lately.
Oh,
I can always tell because he'll get really close to me or he'll come sit up in my lap and he'll just be shaking.
damn, somebody bought one of the cassettes for like $75. It used to be $150 and they brought it down to 75. You think if I put out an offer for $80, they'll let me buy the sealed one for $80?
All they can
Get
do
it
is
worth
say
for the same?
no.
Yeah. Because maybe $80. I could definitely do $80 for a sealed cassette. But then what if I'm gonna put 70 and what if they counter offer that with
Yeah,
because the last updated of that cassette was like back in April, so they definitely still have it on hand.
yeah. Depends on how bad they want to get rid of it.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna put an offer. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna do it. Okay, but it only lets you go put an offer to a certain amount, right?
I don't know.
Let me check.
I have
Make
got to
offer.
spend time getting all my stuff organized and back out there ready to sell because I have to take pictures of them individually with my name in it to sell on some of these sites. And that just takes a lot of time to
So
do every single thing.
it says it went down 20%, it's like $117. But wouldn't it like when you have it on the app for a certain amount of time, doesn't it automatically start to drop the price for you to like your minimum on how
If
far you'll go
if
down?
it if you mark that for that, because like
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
it asked me on some of mine, and I was like, no, I need this price for it. I don't want you to
Yeah,
mark it down.
which is why I'm saying like if this person didn't do that, like this price was not marked. Oh yeah, it was marked down. Damn, they were trying to originally sell it for 200.
Wow. Yeah, I need to get my stuff on Macari because people are saying their stuff sells on Macari pretty well.
Yeah, which is why
Because
I'm planning on doing that.
eBay takes a heck of a their part out of it. I mean, they really rape you on it. I sent y'all that thing where I ended up getting $1 out of my stuff because they took all their fees and stuff out, and I'm like, well, that was so worth my time.
Like
Not at all.
this is my box of albums that I'm selling.
I have sold more Stray Kids stuff than I have any others because I have like TXT and a Tease and BTS and stuff like that,
So
and they're not selling.
that box that I sent is actually that's all Stray Kids albums. So I have another box with NCT Dream, NCT 127, and then I have BTS albums and Blackpink um albums.
I have
So
Blackpink.
and some of them actually comes with the PCs too, so
Yeah,
that helps.
that's what I told you. Like the Super Juniors that I have, other than not being sealed, it comes with everything. It's just other groups are not selling. Like I sold a Twice the other day, but other than that, most of the stuff that I sell are my Stray Kids albums.
Because they're the it right now. They're the it.
Well, the internationally, they are really becoming. We can't gatekeep these kids anymore. Like they're just getting too popular. They're everywhere. Although on Threads this morning, it really irritated the shit out of me. Because somebody was like, I don't think it's rude to tell them to speak English in their lives. I'm like, in which universe? Because every universe I've ever lived in, it's freaking rude.
Okay, first of all, their native language is Korean.
Well,
Okay,
not
their
Felix's.
native.
Felix's is actually
Okay, yeah.
English, but he is a Korean pop star. He's not an Australian pop star. He is a Korean pop star,
They're
and they are in
literally
Korea. So you shouldn't be asking them to speak something unless they want to.
their main like focus, their main thing started off with Korea. Their
Yep.
fans stems from Korean fans. It just so happens that now they're getting more popular. All the idols are getting more popular with K-pop. That they're now getting more and more international fans. It's not their fault that they're getting more international fans. If they want to speak English, they can if that's what they're comfortable with. But if they're more comfortable with their native language, that's just something they're comfortable with. If you really want to be fans of the K-pop idols, you need to accept that they speak Korean. That's the whole point of K-pop idols. That's the whole point of you liking K-pop idols, not about like the language they speak. Their most of their songs are in Korean. Why are you not saying anything about that? Well, I sure do hope that they start making more songs in English. Like, how does that make any sense?
The thing is, these K-pop idols owe you nothing, not a zilch. They owe you nothing. The fact that they are even going live to spend time with their fans, you should be glad that they are spending that time with you. But you sitting there demanding that they do this, that, and the other, yeah, that's never going to go over well. And people are always going to call you names because you're being rude.
If you're gonna be a K-pop idol fan, you need to be able to accept whatever language they want to speak in. That's their right.
Yep. Like
If
I
they want
said,
to
they
speak
owe
in
you
English, they will.
nothing. They owe you nothing. And most people will not agree with you. They will tell you just like we told them way back, if you don't like it, then either don't watch it or learn Korean. That's your option.
Most people learn the Korean.
Yep. If you don't want to learn Korean, then that's on you.
I've been looking on like other sites too, that are not something you would think to look on either. Like, um, OfferUp. Have you ever heard that app?
I've never heard of that app.
Yeah, because it's just something people go to like fast sell, basically. Like just something that you go to like just to get rid of random things that you have.
Have you found any albums and stuff on there?
Oh yeah, lots of it. Lots of it.
Really?
Yeah, none that I need, but it's definitely something I check all the time just to be sure nothing new pops up. So that's why I'm looking on right now to see if they have the
I wonder, is it easy to sell on there?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I've never actually bought anything or sold anything on here. Then they have Smiles.
So I should have my Pokemon up and ready to show y'all this week sometime. I wanted to get it set up with the black light and everything so I could take a daytime and a nighttime photo because they look really cool under black light.
September 30th. Oh. Yeah, so I do want to see it though. So whenever you're ready to show it, I want to see.
So
There's also this app called Smiles, right? And they have this bidding stuff too, and it's actually really funny. It's actually real fun.
well, I sent like 16 offers out on some of my stuff this weekend because It's stuff that is just really not moving.
At the Japan, Macari?
Um, like the Family Mart folders that are really cute, but they're just not moving. Like people are just not buying it. So many new stays don't even realize that there is so much stuff out there that's not on templates. Because I look
Oh
at
my
their
lord,
wish
yes.
list and I'm like, are you not collecting the Japanese stuff? I don't want to dissuade them
Yeah,
because
like
it's a
let me
lot.
see. Yeah, I was one of the things that I bought from somebody off of Macari. We're just talking about that actually because what was it? Let me see. She was like, oh, I was telling her, I said, oh, I really need these albums right here that she has. And she says, do you want the albums with no exclusions? If you do want the exclusions, it'll be a little bit more. Other than that, two of the albums would be $10 altogether. I was like, yeah, I'm just trying to finish off like the album sets before I even delve into the PCs. Like, let me get through that first, because I feel like that's the easiest thing
It's
to
a
complete
lot.
first. Yeah. And she's like, I totally get it. I went more on into the PC side first.
I went into
SAE.
both. And my husband has just finally now come to terms with it. I
I
told you that
see.
he said I need to start a spreadsheet with the cost or what the value is and all this stuff. And I said I can't do that because the value goes up every day. Like they never go down in price. Everything goes up. So I can't give you a value on things because tomorrow it's going to be worth a different price. But I'm
So I
starting to wonder if I need to get insurance on my K-pop collection because it's getting massive and it's worth a lot of money. Like I have one of the Bang Chan IMU JYP POBs and they sell for anywhere from $100 to $250 depending on the day.
damn.
And so I have that and that alone. And then the Taiwan album is worth what? The IMU Taiwan album. How much is that worth now? Isn't it like over $100
Yeah,
generally?
definitely.
So see, that's two items that's worth $250 right there. And I have whole sets of things. I don't have like one member,
Oh,
which makes
look,
my
this
stuff
right here.
far more valuable.
Like this PC right here, like I don't even know if this is within a set, but it looks like it could be something like you see. It's a see-through
Um,
one.
I don't know. I haven't seen that one. Now that looks like pictures off of the fold out thing that comes with the in life. I'll have
Yeah,
to take a picture of it and show it to you. Do you have one or
oh, which one?
the in
They
life, the folding things?
they also had this one, see?
I don't think that's official.
Yeah, but it was cool, so I kept it.
Yeah, I've kept some Lomos, but I don't put them in with my PC things.
Yeah, see, the
I keep
issue
them
with it
separate.
is that there's just some things where there's so many that I can't tell like, and that's not even on like the set that like the of the pictures you sent. So I'm just like, is that one or is it just one that's not in that set? It's on a different set, but it's one of the official ones. I can't tell. I can't tell.
Some of the Lomos are really, really nice. It's really hard to tell the difference.
Yeah, I can't tell like if
And
it.
that's why you can always ask Kim. She helps me a lot with it when I ask her. I'm like, is this official?
Yeah, I
And
was
she'll usually
actually
be like,
gonna
no, I don't think it is. Because
uh,
she buys it from places that it's verified. And so she can always compare it. Sometimes the color is off just a little bit, or like the finger is cut off a little bit, or it's some little random something which makes it not official.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask y'all if y'all can help me price my albums and stuff like that. Cause I don't want to go too pricey, but I don't want to go under either, you know?
Yeah.
And my albums will actually come with like original PCs and posters and stuff like that. Like, it'll come with mostly all the inclusions. So I have extras. of everything. But it, the PCs probably won't go with that album. I'll probably mix and match the PCs, but they'll be real. They'll be like original PCs. I just want to mix and match, mix and match. And then there's
I
this
did
one.
80 candy bags
Oh,
today.
now this one, I think this one is just like a little freebie that somebody did.
Um,
Mm.
I would look on the Felix template because some of the Maniac stuff is official, but it doesn't look official because it was actually from the tour and not the album.
Oh, it's not just Felix, it's IM too. See?
Those may be official.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
The template one that I get has all the merchandise by member now too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It shows all the merchandise that that particular member has out there. It's a lot.
Oh, it's like a sticker, actually. These
Yeah,
things are a
that's from
sticker.
that is from the Maniac tour because they have these sticker machines that you put money in and then you get the stickers that pop out.
Oh, they're really? Where? I don't see that.
But they usually have a barcode on the back.
Yeah, this one doesn't. Weird. Weird.
Like you,
Weird.
Miss Haven. Wait, you, Miss Haven. What do you have all over you?
She's like, stuff. Your name.
Yeah, and it's sticky. It's like super, super sticky. What did you get into, baby girl? Don't pull away. Stop. You're gonna make me yank your hair out. Stop. You have sticky stuff in your hair.
But what? That's the question.
Ugh. I do not know what she got into, but it is very, very sticky. You're gonna have a bath. Like my comb is getting stuck in it.
So you know those dogs that keep coming in our backyard, in my backyard?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they know the times to show up because they always show up when animal control is closed. Why is animal control always closed? Like, doesn't make no sense. They close at 5 p.m. and they're closed on the weekends. Why are y'all closed on the weekends? What do y'all got to do on the weekends?
You
Like,
would
what if
think
there's
they'd
a
have like
dog?
a part timer that works nights and weekends.
No, honestly, like it doesn't make any sense.
Because you live in a big town, right?
Um, I'd say medium, medium. Definitely a little bit bigger than yours.
Well, mine's like 3,500. A lot of places are bigger than mine.
Not a small town, to say the least, but it's a normal sized town.
We are definitely small town. All of our restaurants, except our Mexican restaurant, closes at 2. I mean, you
Two?
have like you have like Sonic and Pizza Hut, and stuff like the big fast food restaurants. But all of the little cafes and stuff around here, other than the Mexican food, close at 2.
Damn.
Yeah. So you have a choice of cooking at home or buying high-priced fast food. And I'm
Let's take that.
sorry, it should not cost $30 to $40 for 3 people to eat at Sonic.
You know, it actually costs me that much every time I go to Sonic,
Mm-hmm.
around $30. And it's just us two. But that's just because
Yeah.
I'm an impulse buyer. I'm just like, oh, that sounds good. Oh yeah, let me get that too. Oh, that looks good. But then I never fully eat everything. But I'm just like, take a bite of everything, but never
You need to start
finish
getting
it.
a kids menu.
I know, but it all tastes so good, you know. Like I like
Yeah.
This is the normal things I usually get. So I always get like a chicken slinger, a foot long, a burger, and an ice cream, and a water, and Amethyst's meal, kids meal, and
How many people do you eat for?
I don't, which is why I have issues. That's why my mom keeps telling me I need to go on a diet because I need to start eating better.
It's not that you need to go on a diet. You need to restrict the amount that you're intaking. You're
I
taking in.
know, but it's so hard because it all looks so good at that time.
Ugh.
And my issue is that I would literally eat like one meal a day, maybe two. But my issue with that is that I'll eat big meals. So like if I eat that one meal, I basically ate 3 meals in one, you know? That's my issue.
Yeah.
It's like sure I could say I ate once that day, but like how big was that one?
Yeah.
It was pretty big.
Ah.
But I've been drinking a lot more water and it's clashing with the acid in my stomach. And so like hurting, hurting. I'm supposed to be taking medicine and make sure the acid doesn't burn through my stomach, but the medicine tastes so gross. Ugh.
Can you not take like Prilosec or something?
Yeah, but that also tastes gross.
It's a pill.
I know, but like still, if I could taste just a little bit, I still taste gross. Ugh.
Well, I take like a handful of pills at a time, so there ain't no taste in just one.
I am not a big medicine person. I am not a big medicine person. You would never catch me taking no liquid medicine. I can tell you that right now.
Oh,
You
I
give
don't
me
like
liquid medicine,
liquids.
I can't do it. I can't. And my mom, the way she would have me take my medicine, she would hold me down and she'll shove the pill down my throat. So that's the only way I can take my pills now. I had to shove it down my throat.
Oh yeah, no, I just swallow them. But I have to take an allergy pill and I have to take my Prilosec, otherwise I can't even drink water. And then I have to take my 3 arthritis pills, and then I have to take my fibromyalgia pill, and I have to, you know what I mean? It's just so much stuff. That's why I was saying that I'm ready to check out Eastern medicine rather than Western medicine because I literally take so much medication. Some weeks or some months, it's like, do I want to pay my electric bill or do I want to get my meds? Because I can't
Yeah,
do
I get
both.
that. I get that. No, I can't take my pills. This is literally me right here. Like if you ever see me take a pill, this is me. I gotta shove it down deep so I don't taste it. I gotta shove it down.
You're ridiculous, girl. You're ridiculous.
I know. My daughter makes fun of me because I had to take this one shot of medicine, liquid medicine before, and I couldn't. I was like, I can't. I can't. And Amethyst already took hers. And here I am, big baby. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. She's like, Mommy, it's okay. It tastes like bananas. It's so good. I was like, I can't.
Uh,
I can't. And she was just like, it's okay, Mommy. Just do it really quickly. I can't. It's okay.
when your 6-year-old is more adult than you,
She was actually 4 at the time.
that's even worse.
I just, I just can't. So gross, so gross. And then I finally took it. And I was just like, okay, it's so gross. This is why you never trust me to do like try to eat something for the kids. You know how they said like we gotta eat it so the kids know that they like it's good to eat or whatever. Like they gotta eat it. And I'm just like, I can't bring myself to eat that. Like I don't like it either. How do you expect me to show them to eat it?
I actually ate liver yesterday
Oh,
with
I love
grilled
liver.
onions because as long as it's cooked well, and it was
Yeah.
cooked well, it was very good. I ate it all, but because my iron levels, I was looking at it and the doctor's like, yeah, all your levels were good, but on my report it says that it was low. So I was like, I really need to up my iron. So I got liver because man, that country fried steak was looking damn good. Like, no, I'm gonna get the liver.
So my doctor told me technically I'm not supposed to be eating what is it called? Uh, red meats. She says I gotta stay away from red meats. But
Why?
my when my liver enzymes were a little high, she says
Oh.
it's like borderline like fatty liver disease. And so she says cut out the red meat. And I'm just like,
Ugh.
not the red meats. I love the red meat.
I know, right?
And
And I
I
love my red
literally used
meat
to say,
red too.
yeah, exactly. I said, if it's not moving at me, I don't want it.
I know, right? That's why I always tell my son, I'm like, I would rather have it mooing than burnt. I will not eat burnt food.
No, honestly, I was just like, I can't. I need, I love the blood gives it the flavor.
If you burn my toast, I don't want it. If you burn my eggs, I don't want it. If you burn my bacon, I won't eat it. It's like don't even if it's burnt.
Literally, like I literally, my parents hate it too. They hate when I do that crap. They're like, you need to cook your meat all the way. You can't have it bleeding
Nope.
like that. That's bad for
Nope.
you. And I'm just
Nope.
like, it's like if you soak it with lemon juice or something. The meat is the dipping sauce. I mean, the blood is the dipping
Blood
sauce.
is
What do you mean? What do you mean? I,
yeah.
I don't know what you want from me.
Carrie, stop. I swear I'm gonna start throwing stuff at you if you don't quit. Yeah, my
Okay, let me.
little one, my young one today brings me a cord that was chewed in half and I don't know what it goes to yet. So I'm still
Oh my gosh. I have so many
I'm just like
wires that I don't know where they go to, but I don't want to throw them away because what if it's something I really needed
I
and I
know.
threw it away when I finally figure
Yeah.
out where this cord goes to? Okay, so it says I don't have so it says my hepatitis B surface AB is low. So basically it says I don't have any immunity to it. So if I get infected with it or if I get hepatitis B, I'm basically screwed because I have no immunity
You
to
can
it.
get a shot for that.
Yeah, so that one's not that bad. I'm pretty sure like once I go, they're probably gonna have me get the vaccine for it. I probably won't get the vaccine right then because I am donating plasma right now, so I don't want to get the vaccine. I'll probably get it at like the end of this donation coupon because
Yeah, because
it says
you need
eight
to get that
donations
shot.
give me
It's a
600.
it's a it's a 3 series shot, I believe.
Damn. Three
Because
series?
it's like hepatitis C, hepatitis B, and hepatitis A, and I think it's a 3 series. I mean, you can ask your pharmacist there at HEB, and they could tell you
So it
about
says
the
my
hepatitis shots.
so it says my LDL cholesterol is low. It's high, I mean. It's high. And my non-HDL cholesterol is high as well. So that just means I have high cholesterol, right?
Yep, you better take care of that, or they'll stick a pill in you. You'll
Really?
have to shove it. Yeah,
How do
you'll
you
have to
fix
shove
that?
a
Exercise? Is it exercise?
exercise and
Ugh.
check out which foods. There are foods you can eat that will help lower it, but I
Like the
don't
low
remember what they are.
cholesterol cereal.
Yeah, no. But
Just eat a lot of that.
it's like broccoli or something else like that that'll help lower whatever it is. I don't remember what it is, but yeah. No, they just stick pills on me. Why are you digging at me? I
It
don't know
says
what you want, baby girl.
my
I
MCH
don't know what you want.
C is a little low.
I don't see. I always have to have like something there to look all this stuff up because I don't know what it
Yeah, I
is.
did that. But a note from the nurse, she says your white and red blood cells are overall within normal limits, so that's good.
Yeah.
It says for the hepatitis B one, she says you do not have demonstrated immunity to hepatitis B, otherwise you are negative for an infection. Like that's good to know. Thank you. It says for the cholesterol one, she says we will discuss this in detail at your upcoming appointment. She's like, listen, we need to talk.
That's like getting a
Yeah.
parent teacher conference from your teacher.
I know. Um, This one says my TSH with reflex to FD4 is high, and she didn't really give any like notes about that. But I think that's the one that throws my hormones off balance, right?
I don't know. I had a box sitting in my floor that I haven't moved yet, and I threw a ball and
It just
Benny
over.
landed right in the box and fell over. It was pretty funny.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. So she says, so this one is I have a high thyroid stimulating hormone level, and so like it could be my pituitary gland issues, pregnancy, that's definitely not possible right now. Medications, time of day.
Immaculate conception.
What?
Immaculate conception.
What do you mean?
Getting pregnant without having sex, like Mary, Jesus, and
Oh,
Joseph.
okay. That's an immaculate. I know. It's been almost 4 years now. Okay, so it's not possible. It's not possible.
Immaculate conception.
It says
Giving
it
birth
may
to the new Christ.
it says it may indicate that you have an issue with your pituitary gland that causes it to release too much. So I'm getting it's releasing too much in me. But she doesn't comment on that. Oh, and also the vitamin D is too low. I ain't getting enough D.
In so many ways.
Yeah,
In so
seriously.
many ways.
No, honestly. That's probably why my hormones are off balance. That's what it is. That's what it is. I said I just need to do one thing to solve two problems.
Other one,
But yeah,
baby. There you go.
that was all there was. That was all there was. So this is gonna be a fun conversation when I go.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see. My result is 5.5, so it's under. Oh, so am I just borderline diabetic then? No,
We
I'm
can
not.
solve that with diet and exercise.
It says, oh no, I'm borderline risk of diabetes. So it's 5.7 to 6.4 is consistent with increased risk for diabetes. I'm 5.5. Bam.
I can send you some info. When I was on this pill and I really need to get back on it, I got off of my diabetic and my high blood pressure pills because it all
Really?
normalized out. Yeah. And I didn't go on a diet or anything, and I was losing weight.
Damn. You know what the
I
worst
need to
part
get
about
I
all
need
of
to
this
get back
was?
on it.
You know what the worst part about all of this was?
Mm.
The worst part was is that the doctor's office I went to, um, it's connected to my workplace. So the insurance that I have with my job, they're probably like, this is why we send you out here. It's for these reasons. It's for these reasons. Say, listen, okay, like don't bring down my rate. Okay. What is hypothyroidism?
Hypo or hyper?
It says hypothyroidism.
Okay, so hypo, it sometimes means it's under, and hyper is above, like hyperactivity, but like in blood, it's switched, like blood sugars, where hypo means it's over. So I'd have to look it up to see which one it goes to. If they would just keep it one straight thing, I wouldn't have to look it up.
Let me check that real quick. It says that my TSH one is at 4.57.
Okay, so hypothyroidism is it's not producing enough. So that's typical. And hyper would mean it's producing too much.
the hypo is producing too much. I mean,
No,
producing too little.
yeah. It could
Oh,
cause things like um heart rate, body temperature, metabolism. Hypothyroidism is most prevalent in older women. Symptoms include fatigue, cold sensitivity, constipation, dry skin, unexplained weight gain.
dry skin. So maybe that's why I've been breaking out in rashes more and more.
Could
Remember?
be.
Um,
They can
weight
give you a
gain definitely.
thyroid hormone
That's a
replacement.
that's a definitely.
Yeah.
The weight gain is definitely something that's there. But yeah, I need um the number is 4.57.
They might put you over to preventative medicine so it levels itself out.
I knew my hormones have been off base though. And plus they said that I don't produce enough good bacteria, so it's easier to get like infections and stuff like that. So but I took these pills to help bring that up. So I've been okay for a while. I don't know. My body's just like, oh, this is it's all worked out.
No, it just does what it wants to.
It's my fault, definitely though. It's definitely my fault. I never ate right since I was a kid. I used to be
Yeah.
my family's food disposal because I used to eat a lot. But back then I had like a crazy ass like metabolism. Okay, so I
know, right?
definitely no matter how much I ate, and it definitely caught up to me. It definitely caught up to me.
Same.
It was just like, damn,
But
you blocked some.
but I was going from like 6 a.m. till, nearly midnight every night, and I was in band and I was in theaters, different, like with college and high school and community. And I was on the go constantly. So I was burning off everything I ate. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I used to be in basketball and volleyball, so same. Like
Hmm.
I used to do that too. But then I took the year off and that's when everything started going downhill.
Hmm.
They're like, oh ho ho, so you want to stop? We have other ways to prevent, we have ways to show you the consequences of that.
Yep.
Like, listen, it's just not it, okay? Why can't my body be normal?
Right.
I just want to drink whenever I want to. I just want to eat anything.
Good luck with that.
I know.
You can, but there'll be consequences.
I know. Uh, is that why all this time I kept thinking that my periods were hurting more lately
Hmm.
because my body was
No,
telling me it's time to reproduce.
I never had menstrual pains until I don't remember how old I was. I remember what year it was. It was like 2008, 2009. And then it felt like I got the flu every single month for like 3 days. Like I would literally turn green.
Hmm.
Like my bosses have sent me home because I was literally green. And I never had that problem when I was younger. So something in that range changed and really fucked my body over.
That's what happened
But
with
I
me
don't know what it
too.
was.
Like I started like getting a bunch of pain when my period started. My mood swings were getting worse too. So I was just like I'd be bent over sometimes in pain because it hurt to like stand up straight. And putting like pressure on it helped. And it's to the point where I even feel pain during my ovulation week, my fertility
Hmm.
week. It feels the same. The only difference is between my ovulation week and my period is one I bleed with and one I don't. And then there
Yeah.
was one time where I actually bled on my ovulation day. Like it was very, very light, but I still bled. And I'm just like, why am I bleeding? Is that normal? Is that normal to bleed on your ovulation? I
Oh,
don't know.
Anne's back. She was commenting. She said the high TSH is indication of hypothyroidism.
Yeah, that Yeah, that's what I was saying that earlier.
Yeah. Hey, my baby girl.
She said
Oh,
eat
my
less
sweet
oily
little
food. What is what's considered oily food? Like greasy food?
greasy food. Yeah, French
Oh,
fries,
don't y'all
hamburgers.
know I'm
Uh,
Mexican? All I eat is grease. I'm both okay, listen, I'm both Mexican and Texan. That's
I
literally
know.
our main diet.
Is oil. I know.
Yeah, I
Just start
know. Like
drinking the Crisco. Save yourself time.
honestly, I'm just like why? You're telling me no more barbecue? You're telling me no
Barbecue is
more.
not really oily.
First of all, you obviously haven't been to some barbecue places. Their
But that's
sausages are basically
greasy.
swimming.
Oh, well, don't eat sausages. Eat like
I
brisket
oh,
and ribs.
those sausages though. Mm,
I eat briskets and
I eat
ribs.
everything.
I don't really eat
Sausages,
sausages.
brisket, ribs,
What you
cheese,
doing, my girl?
pickles.
What you doing, my girl? What you doing, my
I need the
ow,
whole
baby?
shabam. I need the whole shabam. That's all I gotta say. All I gotta say now.
Oh, well,
Heck,
should we end this? I what? I'm getting attacked.
yeah, I gotta finish my
Ah!
homework anyways. I just got one more
Yeah,
section to fill out and I'm done. Turn it
I
in.
gotta go shampoo my bedroom carpet again.
Well, you have fun with that.
Yeah, thanks. La, 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 la.
All
La,
right,
la,
well,
la, la, la.
bye
Ah,
y'all.
bye. See ya.
See you later.